Yesterday we lost Kevin Conroy. This is a tough one for a lot of us. See, Batman is my favorite fictional character of all time. All time. And Kevin Conroy embodied Batman. He was Batman to me. A lot of people, I always get asked, like, oh, because they know everyone knows I'm a Batman fan. Oh, who's your favorite Batman? I always say Kevin Conroy. People expect Christian Bale or Michael Keaton or, hell, even Robert Pattinson now. No. Kevin Conroy. Always has been, always will be. At least from the moment he started in Batman the Animated Series. It's hard to pinpoint what my exact first impression on Batman was, but I believe it was the Justice League Animated Series. I saw that for the first time when I was in preschool. Of course, Kevin Conroy was Batman in that. And it was great. It was a childhood favorite show. And I remember getting into Batman, really getting into him again when The Dark Knight came out. And then I don't think I ever fully, even when I was still a huge Batman fan, I don't think I ever fully appreciated and understood Batman and his greatness in all of its glory until I started watching Batman the Animated Series. I remember I was in 6th grade, and I had just moved to a new middle school. I got home, and I was about to start going to a new martial arts dojo. And after school, but before martial arts, on Leather Wings, the first episode of Batman the Animated Series comes on the TV. They had been playing reruns. And I caught it, just on, so I watched it, and I was hooked. I was hooked from the very beginning. And they had me, hook, line, and sinker. And every day I'd come home and I'd be excited. Oh, what's the next Batman the Animated Series episode I get to watch? And I became obsessed. And like I said, I loved the character, but that's when I first understood all things. You know, the no-kill rule. And that's when I really, really realized why he's my favorite character. And then it evolved. Not long after that, Batman Arkham City comes out, and I'm addicted to that. It was by that Christmas that I got my first ever comic book, Batman Hush. And you better believe that when I read it, I heard Kevin Conroy's voice as Batman. Just like I do with everything else I read with Batman, it's always Kevin Conroy's voice. Kevin Conroy was Batman. And I remember when I was a freshman in high school, I went to New York City Comic Con. And it was the first time I ever stood online and waited to get an autograph and meet someone I was a fan of. And that was Kevin Conroy. And I still have it in my room. Signed, framed, and I'll have it forever. And I remember the experience vividly to this day, and I don't think I'll ever forget it because Kevin Conroy made it beyond a memorable experience. I remember we were all excited. I'm waiting. I'm really excited. I'm nervous because he's not there yet, and we're waiting online. And suddenly he just emerges from the studio, stands on the table. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. And we're all going wild, and I'm freaking out. Oh my God, I'm fanboying like crazy, and my heart's going crazy, and I can't believe that. Oh my God, he just said that. And so we get up the line, and we get to him. And you got to remember, this is freshman year of high school. I'm in that peak middle school, high school awkwardness. And so I have all this stuff, everything I've been saying in this video, I feel in my heart that he's the best Batman, that he's everything. And when I get to him, all I can manage to get out is a, "Hi, Kevin." And he was super nice, man. I remember he said, "Hi, Vaughn." He said my name. I heard Batman say my name. And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And we get a picture together and I get the autograph. And I don't just leave with an autograph and a picture. I leave with a memory that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And he went out of his way to do that. Because he loved his fans and we loved him. And he knew that. He loved going to cons. He loved meeting his fans. Kevin Conroy was the man. He was the man. It's still hard to accept that he's gone. And I remember the second time I met him and I ran into him was more recently. And had I known this would be the last time I'd ever meet him, it would be a different story. It was at Terrificon. And I went to the Justice League panel, and my plan was to get they had everyone there, or not everyone there, a lot of the cast was there. I got to Phil Lamar and Susan Eisenberg. I kept missing Tim Daly every time I walked by, and I kept missing Kevin Conroy. But I did see their panel, and it was great. I mean, they're a joy to watch. And of course, when Kevin Conroy's coming up, everyone's going crazy. They're cheering, they're clapping, myself included. And I'm watching, and I'm learning how he didn't really understand Batman before. He knew the Adam West version, but he didn't fully understand the core of this character until he took it on. And at that point, he got it. And the way he talks about Batman now, he gets the character in a way that a lot of people don't. Like I said, he embodied Batman. He really was Batman. And I remember this is the last time I ever interacted with him. We were leaving the convention center. He had his mask on. He's walking out. He looked tired. I just said, "Hey," or "Hi," or something like that. And he goes, "Hi." Or no, I said, "Hey," and he goes, "Hey." Nothing memorable, right? Nothing memorable, that interaction. And I keep thinking to myself now, had I known that that was the last time I'd ever meet Kevin Conroy, had I known he was going to die, I would have waited online for him longer. I would have talked to him more if I could have, but I didn't want to bother him. But I guess you never really know. 1 minute someone's there, the next they're gone. You're never ready to say goodbye. Death comes and you just accept it. It happens, you're shocked, and you accept it, and you have to move on. You're never prepared. But his memories and his work, that will live on forever. In us. And I can't wait to tell my kids one day when they're watching Batman the Animated Series that I got to meet Kevin Conroy. And it was an amazing experience. His stuff will live on forever, man. Forever. See, there's one thing I also want to highlight. I learned that Kevin Conroy volunteered to help feed people and give out food to people who needed it after 9/11. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my channel, but my dad died in 9/11, so this kind of hits close to home to me. But the point is, he saw people who were hurt and in need, and he volunteered, and it wasn't some celebrity photo op thing. In fact, the only reason he was recognized was because someone he was serving said, "Wait a minute, are you Batman?" And he tells the story, and you should find the story online, and he does the Batman voice. He tells him yes, and everyone's cheering for him there. He did the same thing, same exact quote. "I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman." Because he loved his fans. Everywhere he went, there were fans. Because of course there were. He deserved them. He earned them. Kevin Conroy helped people in need because he couldn't have been more perfect for Batman. I also found out that he had a husband named Vaughn, funny enough. And to Vaughn and to everyone who loved Kevin and knew him better than we did, we want you to know, I want you to know, and all the fans want you to know that our hearts are with you. I know how awful it is to lose someone you love. And while we didn't know him, we all loved him. We didn't know him like you did, but we all love his work and we loved him. And we know he adored us. And we wish you nothing but the best, so. Thank you, Kevin Conroy, for not just inspiring me through your performance as Batman, but for inspiring us as a person. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. God bless you.